Hey guys, Panzer J back here in operation from Russia with Love. We are up to turn number 9, July of 1940, so 9.4 for the Japanese. So let's get right into Japanese tech rolls. So we finished off large ship construction last turn, so we're going to try for improved factories, and that's a 7 or higher, and we're at stage 1. And then improved construction, that's a 7 or higher, and we're at stage 2 for that. So those are going to be our 2 tech rolls. So let's go over here. We'll do improved factories first, and a 12 does succeed, and then improved construction, and a 4 fails. So again, 50%. I would have rather had improved construction. What are you going to do? Okay, so improved factories up to stage 2. Okay, so on to purchases. So if you guys have been following along, and you saw some of the Lend-Lease that the KMT received last turn, wasn't really thrilled with seeing an airborne and a strategic bomber, so that's going to affect my buy a little bit here. So I know Global War 36 enthusiast loves doing these little airborne drops into undefended territories, little nuisance raids. He's done that to me many times in the past. So my hat off to him and Boston Bruce, because again, that definitely affected my buy this turn, spending money on stuff I really didn't want to. So kudos to them. So on to the purchases. So we've got 40 IPP to spend, and we're going to go ahead and do a militia and a militia upgrade for 4. An infantry for 3, that's 7. Another militia and a militia upgrade for 4, that's 11. 4 militia for 8, that's 19. Starting construction on another heavy battleship for 7, that's 26. And then we're going to move our regular battleship from stage 3 to stage 2 for 6. That's 33. Or no, 32, I believe. And then we're going to move the 1 heavy battleship that's at stage 3 up to stage 2 for 7. So let's go through that again. 13 here for these ships. 7 here, that's 20, 28, 32, 35, 39. So it should be 39 that we spent and save 1 IPP. And by placing another capital ship on the build queue, will bump the U.S. income up another $1. So I believe they're at 32 now, so they'll go up to 33. No combat moves, so everything is non-combat. So let's take a look over here in C-Zone P46. So we got 2 naval transports, and they're going to pick up the 4 Marines on the Caroline Islands. And they're going to come down 1, 2, 3, because we are at a major naval base, and join that fleet in P73, drop these 4 Marines off on New Caledonia. So that'll give us 8 Marines there. Then we're going to have these 2 light cruisers here in P46, again at a major naval base. They're going to come over 1, 2, 3 to C-Zone P50. Then up here in P15, this transport is going to come out of port, pick up the 2 Marines here in Kyushu, and it can move 3 because of the major base. 1, 2, 3, and go in port in the Caroline Islands, drop those 2 Marines off there in the Caroline Islands. Then we've got our 4 fighters here on Formosa are going to go 1, 2, 3 and land in Cochin, China. Then here in P41, we're going to have the 3 naval transports come down 1 to P50. And they're going to drop off here in Siam from Kwangtung 5 infantry and 1 artillery are going to get dropped off there in Siam from those 3 naval transports. And of course, I'm having trouble picking up all these chips. Sorry for the delay. So those 5 guys are in Siam. Okay. Also from P-41, 4 heavy cruisers and 1 battle cruiser are going to come down 1 to P-50. So all those are now down there in P-50. Now let's see, what else do we have going on? We've got, ignore these ships, these are the ones that are in P-50 now. So we've got these torpedo boat destroyers. So the one here in I-12 is going to go back 1 to P-50. The one here in I-10 is going to come up 1, 2 to P-50. And the one down here in this sea zone is going to come up 1, 2 to I-12. Let's see. Then we've got this naval transport left here in P-15 is going to come down 1, 2, and go in port in Kwangtung and drop those 2 infantry that were in Kyushu there in Kwangtung. We've got this seaplane that's going to come off of Okinawa, go 1, 2, 3, and fly to Formosa. I think that's it except for in China. Okay, so in China, we are going to have this mountain infantry come over 1 to Shensi. We are going to have one of these 2 infantry in Singhai come over 1 to Suyan. We are going to have these 2 cavalry in Singhai come over 1, 2 to Hopei. We're going to have this cavalry in Tibet come back 1 to Singhai. I think that is it for non-combat. So on to unit placement. So we've got 2 militia and militia upgrades. So one of them is going to be here in Siam. So there's already a militia, so we'll just drop an infantry down there. The other one is going to be in Kwangtung. And again, there's already a militia there, so just drop an infantry down. Then we've got an infantry we're going to put in Kwangtung at our minor factory. We've got 4 militia. So 1 is going to go in Nanking. 1 is going to go up here in Peking. 1 is going to go in Cochin, China. And 1 is going to go on Formosa. And then we've got our 2nd heavy battleship that we'll place down on stage 3 of the production chart. So that should be it for Japan. So we're still at 34 IPP. We saved 1, so that's 35. And then the 6 that we have worth of bonuses for the territories in China. So that's 41 we'll have next turn. So let's just go through a unit disposition. So over here on, what is this? Is it New Caledonia? Yeah, New Caledonia, we have 8 Marines. In C-Zone P-73, there are 2 battleships, 4 destroyers, 2 transports, a fleet carrier, a light carrier with a total of 3 tacticals. In P-46 in port is a naval transport, and there's 2 Marines on the Caroline Islands. In China, in Singhai, we have infantry and a cavalry. Suyan is an infantry. Peking is a militia. Hopei is 2 cavalry. Shensi is a mountain infantry. Nanking is a militia. Shantung and Hunan are a militia each. Formosa is a militia and a seaplane. Kwangtung, there's a naval transport and port. And then in Kwangtung itself, there are going to be, let's count all these up. We've got a total of 2, 4, 5 Marines, 1 militia, and 3, 5, and 2, 4, 6, 11 infantry. So it looks like 11 infantry, 5 Marines, and 1 militia. In C-Zone P50, we've got 4 heavy cruisers, 1 battle cruiser, 2 torpedo boat destroyers, 2 light cruisers, and 3 naval transports. And in Siam, we've got a militia, an artillery, and 7 infantry. So that should be it for Japan here on turn number 9. Turning things over to Global War Enthusiast for UK, France. Hey guys, Panzer J back. Just I forgot one unit disposition. Just go real quick over what's on the build queue. So at stage 2, we've got a heavy battleship, 2 battleships, 4 heavy cruisers, a fleet carrier, and then there's a heavy battleship at stage 3. So that should finish off the unit disposition. See you guys on turn number 10.